Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to the front. In the last episode, we were in the process of getting ready to invade Poland when for some reason Wuttemburg decided to declare war on us and then brought Hanover into the war. I don't think it worked quite as well as Wuttemburg intended, as unfortunately Hanover is now dead, killing one of the largest protectorate commanders in Europe. Hell, even the world, considering how many places were under its protection. And now that I've grabbed Hanover, we're now in a position to potentially move on to Rhineland, which then allows us to potentially move down south to Wuttemberg, which then potentially allows us to access a majority of Europe. Great going, Wuttemberg, you just fucked Europe. Good. Glorious. Well, the good news is, of course, we are in the process of claiming more and more regions away, and we can hopefully make a push. We're also in the process of constructing a new army in the center of our nation, so things are looking fairly positive. I'm hoping, since the destruction of Hanover, nobody is going to fuck with us. I'm a little concerned as to why Saxony has decided to deploy its troops outside of its nation. Fuck off. So I'm a little concerned for that, naturally. Okay, they've returned it back to their troops. That's good. They're getting desperate. I mean, it's the Ottoman Empire. Are we allied with them? Are you allied with them? Yes, you are. You're not allied with me, but you are allied with them, along with France. Improved animal husbandry trade agreement. I'll take it, but I'd like a little bit more. 2,000. Oh no, 3,000. You can afford it. You've got a majority of Europe. You can afford it. 3,000 for those two. Yeah, that's what I thought. You cheap bastard. I'm willing to give you my technology for a price. Ah, good. West Prussia has got itself a nice little old church. Right. Ooh, hello. Austria and Moldavia has broken their alliance. 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 And Hanover has got its workers on strike. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. We're probably going to have to deal with a protest from the local regions commanders. Ooh, hello. That's a large amount. How much money was I getting out of that? Whew! That's half my income. Yeah, Yeah, we're probably going to have to deal with more shit in this region, aren't we? Oh, I just realized we finally have a connection to this region, which is nice. So it's just dealing with that. And we have the Royal Palace, which, in theory, should give us a massive repression bonus, but will it? No. Just no. Alright, we're just going to have to manage. I mean, Gdansk is actually kind of smiling for once, which is hilarious. So, I guess Hanover wasn't too pleased. Well, we've got 1.5 million people, so soon we should be able to kill them off, and then problems should be returning to a decent thing. That or I delete the school. I did state that the school wasn't exactly... Well, no. I talked myself into it because I realized that having an additional school would be useful. God damn. That's really good. Punch card loom, punch loom. God damn. I don't think I actually had one of these yet, so this has actually proved to be quite useful. Thank you very much. Well, still, reinforcements are on their way, so that's all sorted. And better still, we're now in a position to potentially have a new general. Right, I'm going to transfer. That's a lot of money. Right, we've got 2 regiments of cavalry already. That's fine. I'm going to transfer a couple of these dudes out. There we go. It's actually quite a strong army already. Oh, fuck. I did not mean for that many generals to be recruited. I did not mean for that many generals to be recruited. I might load this. Oh, but I haven't saved, or have I? I did own that. I'll load. We'll see what happens. Right. Yes. Good. Yes. Good. Right. Yeah. So let's just go. Let's go back to what we had before. So yeah. So basically, we're just gonna try and see if we can now mitigate the issue. Hanover's probably gonna be a bit of a bitch to maintain control over. So I imagine things are going to be, yeah, not the most optimal, shall we say. In terms for like control of the region. But hopefully that won't be too much of a problem in Europe for much. Yeah, Moldavia, Hanover advance. Right, we are gonna keep the I am still gonna have people like Right, so can I recruit a general? There we go. Good. Right, so we have a general, a new general and everything, which is fantastic. Right, and then I want you to leave the region, which is wondrous. Where is my navy? Where is my navy? Navy! Oh, it's over there. No. I've lost track of my navy. Oh, there he is. Right, so we can now send our troops up towards here. Actually, to be fair, you can maintain that. Yeah. You're going... Oh, you're going over to... yeah. If you go over to Gdansk, we'll then rendezvous and have... What we'll do is we'll have you take the form of a new army, because again, we've got like 4,955. So I think... 2, 3, 4... So 4 regiments of line infantry supported by... We've got 1 cannon there, so... An additional howitzer. So we'll amalgamate some troops and everything, and we can actually make some proper solid armed forces in the vicinity. Saxony. We're friendly, aren't we? Well, you're allied with fucking... Right, no, we have to request an alliance. Good. Would you like some technology? I'll give you that if you give me all of your siege shit. I think that's a pretty solid trade, wouldn't you agree? Okay. I will... Sure. Wait, hang on, I have an idea. Saxony. I will offer you everything you've just paid me if you let me become your protectorate. Fuck's sake. Well, we'll see. We'll deal with things as they come along. Poland. Are you allying with more people? No. Slowly, but you are. Shit. we got problems. We need to take care of Poland and Austria. Well, no, we need to grab... I think if we go for the politically isolated locations first of all, then that's fine. Moldova is somewhere, though. I can't remember where. Isn't it like somewhere around here? Bavaria? No. Right, politically, Cologne. Munster. Motherfucker. Immediately, everyone has becomes allied with them. It's fucking irritating. You can't do anything nowadays. Yeah, we're going for Poland again. But that's good. That's what we want to do. Unfortunately, though, we might have to go to war with Saxony over it. And I don't want to do that. Right. What a great museum. I mean... keeps the populace happy, I suppose. I mean, it enhances the prestige, but I also do want to start focusing on economic stuff. We already have quite a high level of things, so... just patch up my troops, I guess. Right, so this territory is going to become under rebellious further for a bit, so that's fine. We'll just take the money and then deal with that. Might try and do a trade in the near future. Do. Goddamn Wuttemburg. I want to kill them with my gun. Hopefully, by allying myself with Saxony. No! No, he died before he got back. That fucking sucks. I was going to send him on one last campaign. Oh, that sucks. Alexander Donhar Schloppenbitten. You, Alexander, you were an absolute Chad. I'm sorry that your job wasn't really that glorious in comparison to other things. Of course, they went for the fucking cloth mill. 7,200. That's half my fucking income. God damn you. Homage to America, eh? Hey, America. Wanna be my friend yet? Oh, of course they don't like me. I shall give you a nice horse. Is it Washington? No. Seems a bit stupid, but again, my plan to ally with America is definitely still on. Right. Your job will be to go over to here and make ready. Königsberg will chill for the time being, and you need to make your way up north. Right, so the plan is kind of back on for the whole thing, but we're basically going to try and grab Warsaw initially. And then, because I've got more troops to work with now, I think we should be able to finally utilize... we should be able to send the militia forces to guard Gdansk. We then we send this guy with a few more troops then over to that. And then, whilst the other guy's chilling, we can try and grab Warsaw. Grabbing Warsaw will then give us the ability to chill and do some other stuff. And then, I think I might... The pleasure gardens are nice, but I might want to send a priest over there instead. There's economic reasons to go for this place, but what I might do is destroy the pleasure gardens and instead turn it into a religious building. It's a bit of a shame. Actually, no, there's a school. We can destroy the school and then turn it into a church. Yeah, no, that's fine. That helps the people. Yeah, then they're not going to chill, and I lose quite a large amount of income from that. However logical the reason, that's like a good chunk of income being lost. So they're going to be striking. So rather than risk doing something stupid, let's just be intelligent and just do that. Right, next turn. So the rebellion is going to kick off, which naturally will result in big fights. Yeah, they know something's up. Which doesn't surprise me. Really. Nope. I'll have to call my allies in for this war. Seasoning. You know what? I will agree to that. That is fine. That is something I will agree to. Nope. Brandenburg, you have got a school and a larger amount of stuff we can recruit. Oh no, rebellion in a region that I can access quite easily. What have we got? Land cannon, legion. Must be consider regained religious unrest. Right, Brandenburg has got itself some new dudes, which is nice. And we might as well recruit a couple more grenadiers. Because we can now afford a bigger army. Right, time to go kill these pricks. Hello. You guys have cannon, though, so that is something we do need to be aware of. We outnumber them a stupidly high amount, but at the same time, we cannot risk being stupid. I like that. Spanish to God, Italian to women, French to men, and German to my horse. You should be English to your men, sir. Be far more understandable that way. Oh, fuck a duck and everything about it. It's raining. You know, I've played... Is it hilarious to... Oh, yep, turn the music off. Is it hilarious, or not hilarious, but is it... I've played Napoleon Total War for so long that my brain immediately goes, damn this weather, sir! Wet powder makes misfires a certainty! Like, it's so ingrained into my skull, it's kind of frightening. 2, 3, 4. We'll go 4 along the line to the left. The remaining fuck ton of troops will be positioned onto the right. It's a proper storm. Cavalry will take a defensive position along here. And you along here. Spread out just in case they do the whole instant deployment of cannon.
Fire at will button in the bottom right of the screen toggles fire at will on and off for the selected troops. Toggle fire at will off if you wish to preserve ammunition.
Yes. Fire at will, yes. Little concerning over the cannon. That's fine. I'll probably redistribute the cavalry to the right flank. And you can go deal with shit. I don't know how firing in the rain does much stuff, but... It's pretty irritating. But then again, the rain feature is quite okay. Enemy have got cannon in range. What is that? A 12-pounder. They probably firing at these dudes. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. was a close one. We're going to take cannon fire, unfortunately. Not the most intelligent move, I appreciate, but... Yeah, they saw my cavalry come and they're like, oh shit! That's right, infantry. You can ignore it. You can love it. Do what you can and do nothing to worry. And wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Now! Cannon it. Feuer Einstein. We've got socket bayonets or plug bayonets. Looks like socket bayonets. Yeah, this army's getting fucking like they're getting blitzed. Blizzard. Yeah. Butchered. There we go. Christ, I can't speak. I'm going to enjoy this. They're like, oh fuck, we can't get anywhere. We're like herding them into a fucking meat grinder. It's hilarious. Right, so the enemy now has to attack us. Like, we... Yeah, I think after the slaughter you guys have received recently, I think it's only fair you guys do some slaughtering as well. Again, it's nothing too serious. It's just, why are you dying? My question. Reinforcements are coming through, but their forces are also camping at that point. Right, cavalry, you've done your thing. Artillerie und... May want to relocate. Are those... Okay. They're bringing their troops out from the rear, it would seem. Though there are still some people who are just chilling here. Are these like British guys? Britannic foot. I hope not. That would fucking suck. What the hell? Okay. They almost look modern in their deployment, I'll be honest with you. Which is saying something. Right, you boys. Got a job for you. Right, you will rearrange your defensive formation to thus. You boys will take up a defensive formation on the left flank. Artillery will... I don't think artillery should participate, but we will bring it up alongside the general's cav. Cavalry will take up a defensive posture as well. I don't think they need to do anything too snazzy at this point. We've killed the enemy, so at this point we just want to see what they do. They're probably... Oh, hello, cavalry. Dragoons as well. Heavy dragoons? No, normal dragoons. Okay. I mean, they're outnumbered, so... Let's see what we can do. I mean, the enemy forces are doing what they can to not help themselves, that's for sure. I mean, there's a shitload of dudes here who... Right, the militia doesn't have socket bayonets. These guys do have socket bayonets. Those guys don't have socket bayonets. just going to kind of keep it chill. I mean, their general is apparently the cavalry here, so... something to keep note for. But again, there's not a lot we can really do. I mean, if we can deploy the... if we could deploy the cannon on this hill, maybe I could fuck with them a little bit. But the problem is, it's kind of a fucky-wucky situation to begin with, because there's not much maneuvering inside the terrain. And I'd rather not give the enemy a free hand to shoot me, and also potentially charge me, because there's barely any reaction time to that. So we're going to kind of see what we can do. Once I've deployed my troops in a necessary formation, we can then perhaps see. But the front line is definitely not an easy one to work with. Luckily for me, and I don't know why the AI is obsessed with these walls. I really would love to know why. We've reduced their army contingent by half at this point. So really, all I need to do is gain control of the hill, and my cannon should, maybe with the possible exception of these guys, but then I can just move up a couple of regiments and they can get shot in the back. I could potentially do something here, but the problem is we're having to walk uphill in rain in less than favorable circumstances, so I might send the left-wing detachment to perhaps proc them into doing something on the left, and then these guys will move up in support. And you boys will just take up a defensive key here. So not a huge amount of walking for some, but it just means we get the ability to not just willy-nilly up the hill. Artillery will be closely supported by cav. Like, there's not a lot we can do at the moment, but we need to transport the guns. Probably not the most entertaining of combat videos I can appreciate, but at this point, we're about I'm all about minimizing my losses here. So if I can do that, if I can minimize the losses without taking egregious casualties, then I'll definitely will take that opportunity. Right, if we could deploy the cannon, well, to be fair, we have deployed the cannon in a semi-strategic position here. Right, I've muted my advantage for the time being, but if I then say, you know what, let's deploy the cannon... yeah, here. Here's the place. Here is the place. Artillery set up over here. They should have most of the shots on those targets. If they do something stupid, then we can obviously react to it, but obviously we have to wait for them to do something stupid first of all. I'll probably set up a defensive posture on the left flank to, well, on the first group, I will basically set up a defensive line so that way they can't do anything, and then I'll see what we can do. It looks like the enemy have withdrawn their troops from the wall, which on the one hand is bad for us because obviously now there's an additional regiment who is going to be potentially shooting at us, but on the other foot, I'm also quite glad because it means then we can kill them a little bit faster. So, these guys are basically just running around like a hilly-ho, but that's the point. We want them to be like that. Right, 1, 2. Buckle my shoot. And you boys will defensively position yourselves like so. You two, or you three, rejoin up towards here. These guys are running around like billy-ho. Like, I don't know why they're constantly running around. I would just set them up and prepare for whatever kind of shit may be occurring. That or make a push. Like, I am not rushing. Like, the enemy has shown no sign that they want to do something aggressive here. And it's like, if they do want to do something aggressive, brilliant. But they're not. Unless what they're doing now is that. But then I don't know what they are doing. They look like they're trying to just form up a line, and they're constantly readjusting as and when needed. So, right, double time it, boys. Yeah, I can't blame you. You're running around like a headless chicken. Right, let's get this shit going. Let's get this shit show on the road. Kanonen. Feuer frei. Have fun. General and staff will take the defensive position on the right. And now these guys are going to suddenly start running that way. Yep. Have fun. Luckily, we don't need that many people. Sadly, not quite as successful as I'd like, but cannon fire, focus fire on that cavalry. Looks like the enemy are finally making a push towards my... actually, all artillery focus on that cavalry. It looks like the enemy are finally making a push onto my front, which took them fucking long enough. Good shooting. Good shooting. Militia's getting fucked. Nice. Oh. Eh. Oh, fuck. Fucking hell. Ooh, good shooting cannon. Right. Target that. You ceasefire. Right, you murder. You murder. You murder. Right, cavalry can get some revenge now. The main intention here is if we can eliminate a large majority of forces against, if we can eliminate a large, I've said if we eliminate the enemy forces and reduce the thing, we don't have to we don't have to send an additional army to go kill those dudes. So you are in line of shooting that though, so we have to be a little bit careful. How many dudes are left? 120. That's fine. Right, you boys. Would you kindly get behind the little bastards and fill them full of lead? Right. You're straying a little bit too close. Withdraw. Not that you can see the bastards, but, you know. Just in case. 52, 19... I'd say you've done your bit. You've done a good job. It's a pretty devastating battle, I'd say. high level of casualty intake on the opponent's part. Ooh, good shooting. I saw some of that. Why are you taking casualties? Unless there was some random dude who tripped and broke his neck. Ah. Yeah. Of course. Nice. Just realised I probably have the sound catching thing on here. I mean, to be fair, they're not doing a lot, so there we go. Yeah. Oh, the cavalry regiment came back. But they're wavering constantly, so we'll see. I might deploy the cavalry to... Oh, yep, they're coming. Right. Cavalry. Überport. Yeah. Oh. Withdraw quickly. Go mad. Nice. Ah. What I wanted to avoid in the first place. I will say, these cavalry regiments are actually doing pretty... Like, they're not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but they do make quite a nice impact. And in comparison to... Square. In comparison to other regiments or other cavalry forces, it's actually quite refreshing to see really good... it's actually kind of nice having some solid cavalry. Murderize them, please. Oh, fuck. We took a nasty hit. Not helpful. That cavalry is probably going to be the last thing that's going to be in the army, isn't it? Right. That's a lot of dudes that's still there, though. So yeah, a little bit of a quiet battle this time, or a little bit of a quieter episode this time with the whole killing side of things. But we've had a pretty... we've been having some pretty epic We've had some pretty epic battles. Though I have to admit, the battles in this game are a little bit more... I have to admit, I'm a little bit more proactive in my casualty minimization sort of thing. Because, for example, while we did lose over a ton... Yeah, we lost 238. They had like 2,100, so... And they're dead, which is the more important thing. Get the fuck back over there. Right. There we go. So, now that we've suffered, unfortunately, a massive political... Oh, we've now just... Yeah, so we've been able to get religious unrest, trait gained. How old is this gentleman? He is in his 50s. Petty tyrant. But he has got some good shit as well. There we go. Right, let's put the music back on. So, there we go. He's a good commander. Right, so we need to look towards... Yeah, once Prussian troops get over to here, we should be able to deploy a couple of turns, and then we're all good to go. Oh, hello. Russia's making a counterattack. And it looks like Sweden's on the downturn. Good to know. I just realized some of the terrain is actually starting to turn more green. We'll have to be careful about this. Yeah, look, they've taken back Moscow. Right, we'll have to be careful then. Right. Ba-boom. Right, militia forces can go chill in here. You. Leave. You three form up into that regiment. We have one cannon. Tell you what, 12 pounders and an additional that should be fine. Cossacks will form up into a new army with because these guys are being recruited. Can we recruit anyone from here? Not really, is there? No. Right. You boys are going to be recruited. I think these are the elite line dudes, aren't they? Yeah. Right, these two regiments will be coming up. Right, you will form over to this location. So far, they've just been able to take... Like, there's a bit of a terrain holding here, but if we can try and get that shit set up, we can hold out. Yeah, that's going down. I was predicted, unfortunately. Is the climate reform causing problems? Kind of. Right. I just realised is that also the... Yeah, I thought as much. I was wondering why the game was a bit quieter. Right. Not a lot we can do at this moment. I mean, at this point, we're just trying to get ourselves set up accordingly. Spain is currently at war with Morocco. Protestantism is getting stronger in there. You are not doing much, are you? Nope. Constant Mr. Failure Man. If you can give me some intel about this particular province, that'll be useful. We've got quite a lot of things. Regiment of Cavalry, some cavalry, Landovie. Don't mind actually. They're not guard. They're not official guard infantry as well. You're also wishing, yeah, 2 cannon on that one. You've got that being recruited. And you are over there. We need an additional cannon. Can I recruit a howitzer? Yes, I can. Fantastic. Right. That's fine. That's more than fine. Right, so what we'll do over here is we'll recruit an additional general from these dudes. So, Walter Kuznius is a new general. You are brand spanking new. Welcome to Herr Deutsches Army. Your job will be to probably be the occupying force in Hanover for the time being. Or maybe you might be able to... Actually, to be fair, the First Army has definitely taken a... This army has been pretty much doing all of the fighting. So, methinks it should have a little bit of a break. And instead, we should probably consider having these armies going into action. Now, these are brand spanking new armies, which can be a problem if misdirected. So, we will have to be careful. But I'm thinking if we make a push towards Prague, Bohemia, that might give us an opportunity to do some slapping. Venice, Austria. Actually, that's a point. Ottoman Empire. Are you friends with me? I think I might have an idea. I can't, no. They're fucking allied with Wuttemburg. Of course they're fucking allied with Wuttemberg. But if I'm friends with Rizla, it's fine. How's my tech going? 2 turns till that's up to date, which is nice. You're researching that, you're researching that. We do probably need to look at the new... we probably do need to look at the new model bayonet drill alongside Jaeger infantry, though to be fair, I don't really have much use for that kind of stuff at this moment. Soccer bayonets will give us an additional ring bayonets. Ooh. Conscription. That's going to be so happy. Carbine reloading time. Machined rifling, misfire chance. That's not bad. General staff, which allows us the Army Staff College. Upkeep, nice. Percussion cap's going to be fucking amazing. And then mass mobilization. Oof. The real thing I would say is probably the percussion shells alongside... but I need to go through gunnery school. What do I need to make that? I've made a great arsenal, so do I need... like... I need reorganized procurement. Fuck a duck. I'm going to need to go through some military stuff. I think the next few tech... once this guy's finished off researching, we're going to go down the military tech tree. I think that's going to be the strong one today. Which sucks, but it's what we're going to need to do. I think we've become rather dominant in our economics tree, which is great. But unfortunately, that has come at the cost of our military ability. And I'm thinking we're now starting to needing to make some improvements towards our army culture. And by doing that, we can hopefully succeed. No, fuck off. No, I'm not giving you that. Right. East Prussia. God damn. Brandenburg has got more troops. Fantastic. Right. Next thing you're going to be building is 2 sets of cannon and 2 sets of Haubitzen. Once you guys have started to chill. We're actually hidden somehow, which is kind of nice. You're recruiting more troops, which is good. And it sounds stupid, but bear with. I'm going to save just in case I lose him. The reason why I'm happy is because we're not getting guards infantry. We're only dealing with grenadiers. Come on. Give me a kill. Fuck. It's fine. I'm not going to war with them just yet. If we can assassinate that general, that's going to cripple their ability to do shit, and I'm going to be extremely happy in that regard. Is there an army in here? There is an army in here. Make your way over there. Save us building a cannon. We've got 2 cavalry regiments there, so we'll keep one of the cavalry regiments in reserve, and I'll detach the infantry off to this point. That's actually quite useful because then that's an additional set of troops. The cavalry will act as a reserve in the background area here. We'll have a push in towards this location, and that'll be fine. Fantastic. Ooh, it's getting politics here. We're getting all set up for the next war. Wunderkriegen. How are you doing? Are you still sucking at killing people? Yay! Finally! Took you long enough. God damn it. Honestly. At least he finally got around to winning. At this point, I reckon what he's probably done is he's gone through all of the subtle methods of doing it, and he's just constantly missed the opportunity. Like, brilliant. So this area is now... So now the religious intolerance is slowly dissipating, which is good. I'll keep him there for the time being, just because obviously I feel like we're going to need that. But no, what is it? Like, he's just constantly trying to fucking, like, do all of those particulars. And then eventually he's like, oh, will you just... Runs up to the guy in a cafe and says, are you this guy? And he's like, what? Bam! Blops him in the head and runs off. It's just like, fuck being subtle! And that's what worked. That's pretty much how I would be if I was an assassin. I'm not going to lie. My abilities of being subtle is by no means at all pleasant. Right. Let's have a look, see. So we're just going to basically detach... So basically the guys over at Hannover are going to take a bit of an extended break, and they're going to kind of just chill for the time being. Meanwhile, we're going to have the two new armies being forced up, and we're going to start making pushes towards knocking out different regions. I will do my utmost to ensure the protection of Saxony by not going to war with them. Fantastic. Right, you need help onto the new model bayonet drills. No! No! Right, so East Prussia's got itself cannon. Perfect, so you boys make your way into there. Right, you're set. 2 howitzer, 2... Unfortunately, it's all mishmash, which I'm not exactly a huge fan of, but there's nothing really we can do. Then... Right, you're making your way over there. How are we diddling with... Ah! Ooh. If I was to do this... Right, we need to stop. We probably need to... That's why we suddenly aren't able to make money now, because those guys who were in public office... Yeah, we've just lost our fucking ministers who were really good at their jobs. Mm-hmm. Right, that's fine. I would explain our sudden instant loss of money. Right, we'll have to manage with what we've got then. Right, this army is probably going to have to go to occupational standards then. And make its way towards Hannover. And occupy the region. I think I'll probably hop over to have the... Because the thing is, I don't want to... Like, this army is by no means finished. So I'm thinking it probably makes a little bit more sense to have these boys over yonder. And these guys, the Chadders, to come over to... Right, they're going to be pissed, but that's fine. These guys move over to there. That'll be fine. Right, economically, we were on a really good track. And I think those two dudes dying definitely didn't help. So, 14 turns till that's sorted. 11 turns till that's sorted.
Wie kann ich euch dienen?
Try it.
Habe die Lizenz zu
Didn't think so. Right.
Meine
You've
Augen
done a pretty good job. Do you want to try and get the other dude?
wartet sie. Euer Begehren.
I guess his unsubtle method didn't work. I'm like, hey, now he's finally done it, and then immediately think, yeah. Well, no, to be fair, that was a bit cocky, but I'm not overly fussed about the rakes down south. That's why I'm not going to respawn. Again, there's not that much of a desire at this point. Right. I think Poland probably realizes what I'm doing, if they haven't already. I'm kind of impressed that they haven't. I just looked at the mini-map. Have Russia just taken... Oh, hello. Ottoman Empire. The Crimeate's taken a bit of a shit kicking. Right. Letter of demands. You're keeping the peace. That's good. Right. How are we dealing with cash? Not so good. Well, we now have money again. I think we had a bit of a flux of no income, but now we can kind of get income again. We're going to hold off doing any more army recruitment, though, until the next wave of things. So... looks like they're building up some reserves, which doesn't surprise... Oh, shit, wrong way. It's fine. Right.
Oh, hallo. Ich habe die Lizenz zu töten.
Didn't think that was going to work. Right, the good news is the entire settlement is now occupied, which does actually sound... It is actually kind of good news. Should I swap and make it for an easier target? 'Cause this army is brand spanking new versus... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. I think the safest option would be to send the noobs over in one direction. I think it'll be a good idea to send the noobs over from one side, and they'll take care of Prague, whereas I make a move over towards Warsaw. They're unfriendly. Of course they're unfriendly. They know what's going to happen. The little bastarden. Actually earning quite a fair amount of money, but to be fair, I'm keeping that as a reserve. It's like, we're going to be doing a bit of money holding until such times. Although we're running a long time. So I think we'll do one more turn, and then we're going to wrap the episode up here. So, things are actually getting quite... I think we're on the verge of a pretty substantial thing. Ah, looks like Sweden's doing a counterattack, so we're taking back... I think Sweden just took back Moscow, so their war with Ivan's going on quite nicely, and I'm going to be having my own little conflict soon, so that'll be fun. Okay, hello. Oh, nice, Tunis. Aufwacht. Die Brandenburg. Oh, it's the bridge. Oh, nice. We have a new rake. I'm going to send the rakes off to do some scouting inside there. Who else is Poland at war with? Munster, of all nations. So where is their other army? They've just recruited a pretty substantial force.
Wie kann ich euch dienen?
Go for it.
Kugel oder Messer?
He's constantly being dodged. Right, so here is the plan, and I'll explain this in the next episode as well. So we are on the precipice of a pretty fucking awesome campaign. I think we're going to be able to do a pretty solid push. The main intention of this battle will be to launch an attack. Yeah, they're going to be in reinforcement range, that's fine. So the plan of action will be we launch an assault into Poland and attack and destroy the enemy forces inside this region here. By knocking out Poland, we'll be able to immediately benefit from, obviously, the destruction of... getting revenge on the Poles for what we did earlier in the previous campaign. Well, previous attempt. We'll then utilize this army to push straight into Austria with this under-strength, under-garrisoned base of operations, thus giving these guys a good bloodletting without risking too much in terms of casualties and problems. Then once we've done that, we'll be able to focus on holding the front line as best as we can. Unfortunately, given the situation with Hanover, I can't quite let go of this region just yet. Unfortunately, it's just, at this point, being a bit of a pain in the arse, which is a bit of a shame. But hopefully, I can potentially start transferring these guys out soon. The religious issues are definitely being fixed at this point, so hopefully soon we should be able to start transferring a couple of dudes out here or there. So if I transfer these two out, there we go, perfect. Right, I'm going to start sending militia units being recruited out on that one, and I might also start recruiting some militia units here as well, just so that way we can start maybe perhaps getting these boys to come along, occupy Prague, and then the other army goes towards grabbing Breslau, or we do whatever. Or we can tell them to push straight towards Vienna. But the main intention here is we need to try and cripple the Austrian armies, armed forces, because they're the big fuckers that we need to deal with today. And I'm thinking that's probably where we need to do stuff. So I hope to catch you guys in the next episode, whereupon we'll be doing that. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this kind of content, let me know in the comment section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course subscribing to the channel. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. This is Mr. Jaeger signing out. Have a good one.